warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today our group will present about our final project, which is Pong game. This is the main function that we create. Okay, let me begin by explaining how the game starts. When the player runs the program, it enters the main function, which is this, and we create another function, which is game.cpp. This is the classes that we create, and then we have a method call, which is void game run, and we call it on main, this one. The game classes is like the manager or director of the game. It decides when to display the menu, when to start the level, when to ask the player for input like angle and velocity, or when to show result like win or lose. Okay. In the background, the game classes, which is this one, communicate with other parts like the ball class for the throw, the level class to generate cups, and the scoreboard to update scores. This interaction demonstrates association between classes, which is this one. We have level, ball, scoreboard, cup that we include on the game.hpp. Okay, and then I will show the main CPP that I created. It only creates a game object and start is by calling run, this one that I mentioned earlier. That's because we use encapsulation. All the actual game logic is wrapped inside the game classes. This helps to keep the structure clean and neat. Now, if you open in game.cpp inside the run method, we can see how the game start by displaying the intro screen, which is this one, intro screen, and then followed by the showing menu and asking the player to select level. After that, it calls a play level. In the CPP, we have this one to choose the difficulty level, and this is the difficulty level that we have. We have easy, medium, and hard. In the play level, the real gameplay begins. The game initializes the cups, reset the balls, and wait for the player to enter an angle and speed. It then checks for hits and miss. This class maintains the game state, like how many tries are left, whether the player has won, and what the score they have. These variables are encapsulated inside the class and are not exposed to the outside. Meanwhile, the game communicates with the ball, level, scoreboard classes using association. It does not control how they work internally, but it tells them what to do by calling their public methods like ball.throwball, level.bounce cups, or scoreboard.update score. Okay, in this I will show you, this is the level that we have on our game. We have easy, medium, and hard, and then we draw a cups with pattern 3 on the bottom, 2, and then 1. Okay, then we have function of call, which is void game choose target manually, and then I will read the image file to use the image that we use for the background, and then we will draw the cups and scoreboard, and then I use this for click the cup target as we want, if target 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, because we have 6 cups. And then this is the function call with end screen name, which is if you win, we will display win scene that we already made, and then if you lose, we will see the game over scene, which I will show it. Okay, this one is the exit scene, which is if you want to quit the game, and then we will show this exit scene on the last page. Okay, this is the main game loop, which is they call play loop. It has a limit time that we make, which is I show you this one. This is the time limit that we have, and we have like 1 minute, 2 minute, and 3 minutes for each level. And then this is the input that we use for the ball. We click on our mouse click, and then we aim for space, and then if we want to throw it, we click the up icon. And if you hit the target, it will update the scoreboard. And if you miss the target, the lives will decrease by 1. Then if 6 cups is already target, it will show that you win, and the output will be win scene, and then have the scoreboard, result scoreboards, and the life that remain on the game.
Hi everyone, my name is WARDINA BINTI HARUN. Today I'll be presenting the part related to cups and scoring in our Pong game project. So for this section, I focus on object-oriented programming, specifically inheritance, polymorphism, and array of objects. So as you can see in the demo, when the ball is launched and it lands on a cup, the game will check if that cup is a target cup or an obstacle cup. If it's a target cup, the player will gain a bonus score, but if it's an obstacle cup, the player may lose a life. So all of this logic happens behind the scene through our object-oriented design. We created a base class called cup, which defines the basic structure and behavior of all cups in a game. Then we use inheritance to create 2 classes, which are target cup and obstacle cup. Each of these child classes overrides certain function from the base class. For example, the draw function, which will show how they look when drawn and what happens when the ball hit them. And then this approach will allow us to use polymorphisms. Even though the cups behave differently, we can treat them all as cup pointers. This means we can store all the cups regardless of types in a single array. Then in our game loop, we can just loop through that array and call functions like draw and check if hit on each cup without worrying about their actual type. And when a cup is hit, the game will check whether it's a target cup or obstacle cup. If it's a target cup, the game will give bonus points using scoreboard class. That's where the current score and number of lives are managed. And the scoreboard will automatically update depending on the type of cup that was hit. So in summary, this part of the project demonstrates how inheritance will allow us to define shared behavior, and how polymorphisms let us write clean and flexible codes that works with multiple objects types in the same loop, all while managing gameplay, scoring, and logics. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. So I'm presenter number 2. So today I'll be presenting one of the key component of our cup game project, which is the ball class. And this class is responsible for controlling the motion and the behavior of the ball used in the gameplay. So what is in the ball class? So in the ball class, handle everything related to the ball, which is the position on the screen, velocity, the drawing and clearing of the ball, and its movement logic, including the launching and the falling due to gravity. So without this class, the ball would not function, so it would not move, launch, or even appear on screen. So the second one is just encapsulation, which means the protecting internal data. So we apply encapsulation in the ball class by keeping its core and data private, which is x and y for position, vx and vy for velocity, and radius for size. These variables are declared as private, which means other classes cannot directly modify them. So for example, in the game class, which provide the controller using a public method like move, launch, update, get X, go get Y, to shift the ball left and right, to shoot the ball, to stimulate the formula of physics, or even the get X and get Y to retrieve the ball position. So this is exactly what encapsulation means: hide the implementation details and expose only what necessary through a clean interface. So the third one is association. So the class ball linked to games. So now let's look at association, which refer to how the ball class is used within the other class. So in our case, the games class creates and owns a ball object like this line: ball, new ball, gets match and gets match -30. So during the game loop, game use ball public method to control its behavior, which is the move, launch and update and so on. So we can say that games and ball have a one-way association, which is the game depend on the ball, but ball doesn't know anything about the game. So technically, this is also a composition because the ball is created and destroyed entirely within the game class. So by using the encapsulation, we keep the ball internal state safe and manageable, and by using association, we let game interact with the ball without creating tight coupling. So in the conclusion, the ball class play a central role in our cup project. It clearly demonstrate encapsulation by controlling its own state and association by working together with the game, the class through the control interaction. So that all from.
Hello everyone, so I'm going to present about levels and visuals in this program code. So at the start of the game, the player is asked to choose a level, easy, medium or hard. Even though the cups are the same across all levels, what makes each level different is the time limit given to the player. For example, easy might give more time, while hard gives the shortest time to win. So this design helps adjust the difficulty without changing the core gameplay mechanics. In our code, we have a base class called level and 3 derived classes like level easy, level medium, and level hard. So we use inheritance. All levels inherit from the same structure, but each level class sets a different time limit. So in the game code, we treat all levels as a level pointer, which is an example of polymorphism. Even though the pointer type is level, it can point to any of the 3 level types, like easy, medium or hard, and behave accordingly to its level. When a level is started, its time limit is used to determine how long the player has to hit all cups. Once the time is up or all cups are hit, the game ends. So for level easy, we set it as 3 minutes, level medium we set 2 minutes, and level hard we set 1 minute. Once the time is up or all cups are hit, the game ends. So to improve the overall game outcome, we also added a .bmp image for start, win, and game over. So like this one is when the game over. This one when the game is currently being played. This image when we win the game, and this one is displayed at the start. This one we use for visuals with image file, and this play sound we use for the background music. That's all.